my name is Gabby and I work at Bear Canyon Senior Center. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this Santa Claus card and its envelope. I made this card using a Cricut. If you do not have a Cricut, that is okay. We made kits that you can get from Bear Canyon. It's just the paper. So today I will be using the paper, a double-sided tape dispenser, but if you do not have this, regular glue will work just as good. So I'm going to spread out all my paper here. Now there's a couple of pieces that are very small. Be careful not to drop them when opening your kit. All right, so first I am going to take the flesh colored paper and glue it to the black paper. Now when doing these crafts, you always want to make sure you have your paper lined up before you put tape or glue on it, just because it's a little difficult to fix it after, especially if you have it on the wrong side. So you want to make sure you've lined it up first. So now I'm going to take my red paper, I'm going to line it up. Looks good. I would suggest leaving the card part open, because if you fold it first, it might be a little too difficult to line up your paper. That happened to me the first time when I did this. I folded it first and it didn't quite line up properly. So leave it open is a little easier. Now I'm going to glue the red part of Santa down. Next, I'm going to take one of the little pieces. It'll be a little white circle. That'll go onto Santa's hat. For this, it's easier to use a glue stick or glue, just because it's a little smaller, so it's easier to work with a glue stick. Next, I'm going to take Santa's beard. Again, line him up first. Looks good. If you're using glue, you can move Santa around to line him up a little bit, but because I'm using double-sided tape, it's not as easy to move him around. That's why we line him up first, just to double check. And even if he's not perfect, that's okay. This is your craft. He can look however you want him to look. Now we're going to take the black paper, shape of a present, line him up. This is going to create Santa's gloves. Now, I personally like the ribbon to be sticking out. I like the way that it'll look on the finished product. However, you do not have to leave the ribbon unglued. You can glue it down with some Elmer's glue or a glue stick. Again, this is your craft. You can have him look however you want him to look. And as you can see, the double-sided tape a little more difficult to work with. So you got to be careful if you're using double-sided tape. But if you can see, I like my ribbon to be sticking out. That's just personal preference. Now we're going to take the present, line him up. Looks good. All right, now we're going to take the bow. We want the tab to be coming across the present. That's how you'll line them up properly. Some of your kits might have the bow coming this way, and it just won't line up. So we want to make sure the bow lines up nicely. Now with this, I'm going to use the glue stick. This piece can easily tear, so we want to be careful with that. All right. Next we have our star. Again, we'll use the glue stick, a little easier. Put it in the corner. And now from here, you'll go ahead and fold your card. And this is how your Santa will look. Now from here, you can add extra embellishments. You can put little cotton balls here on the hat. You could add glitter. It just depends on what you have at home or how you want your card to look. I like him this way, so I'm going to go ahead and leave him as is and work on my envelope next. Now, your envelope should look like this. If your envelope is not already scored along these tabs, that's okay. The tabs are still here. You'll just follow along. This envelope was not scored, so I will show you how you could do it if your envelope was not scored. So you'll just want to come along the tab. And all it means when it's not scored is that you just have to press a little harder along the tab. Now this side, fold it in. Nice. Now you'll want to fold up the bottom. Okay. So I like my card to have this look to it. So I'm going to put my tape or glue along the bottom part of this tab. Perfect. Now you have an envelope, and then you'll just want to fold the top down. And now you have an envelope for your Santa Claus card. You do not have to use this envelope, but we did include it. So you have an envelope, you have your card. If you have any questions or are interested, please give Bear Canyon Senior Center a call for more information on how to receive a kit to make your own Santa Claus card. Thank you so much. Goodbye.